Look, I know you want me to make a diss track on how Twitch likes to copy my homework. I make stream beats, Twitch makes soundtrack. I make vertical, Twitch releases a new vertical clip editor. And I will talk about it, but I'd like to leave my personal bias to the second half of this video. First, I'd like to address what this thing is, how it works, show you how to easily convert your Twitch clips into vertical format for YouTube Shorts and TikToks, and then also talk about kind of the one main feature that I felt like should be in this, but isn't. Because honestly, I'm actually really glad that they made and released this. I'm serious, not just for you, for the creators, but for me as well. Let's jump into this. Look, if you're gonna be making vertical content to help grow your channel and expand your reach, you should also be making horizontal content for platforms like YouTube and Twitter, which is where the awesome sponsor of today's video comes into play, Sizzle.gg. Also, by the way, there's a cash giveaway at the end of this segment, so hang out for that. Sizzle.gg is an easy and free way to make YouTube highlights and compilations right from your Twitch streams with absolutely zero editing knowledge or software needed. Just sign up for a free account, link it with your Twitch or YouTube channel, then Sizzle watches and analyzes your streams, and it uses video and audio cues to find the best moments of your streams and cut them into compilations for you. It's pretty wild. The system is so sophisticated that you can even filter it by kills, headshots, knockdowns, sniper kills, and victories. When you select one of your live streams that you'd like Sizzle to edit for you, you let them know what game you're playing, and then it just does the rest. Then with one click, you can share it straight to social media platforms, including vertical platforms. It can edit into vertical too. Enjoy your free content, helping you reach new people, grow your audience, and monetize in more places. This really is one of like the lowest effort, highest returns, like most efficient tools for getting more content out there. And as for the cash giveaway, Sizzle is gonna PayPal $25 to two of you that sign up for a free account on their website. It's free money, go sign up. The link is in the description. Start getting some free highlights and content for your channel. Go. Link down below.
I'm listening.
I'm recording.
Oh.
I was just saying it's gonna be a little life.
I'm tingling.
That's fantastic. That was the best idea I've ever had. I really just need to fill in this area with something. That's the gross spot.
It is kind of disgusting.
Look, the vertical clip editor is actually pretty good. You go to your clips page, you find the one you want to make vertical for a YouTube short or TikTok, and you click the edit button. You choose if you want to split it up between gameplay and face cam, or if you just want a full screen shot of whatever happened. You move and resize the boxes to fit the way you want. Add your Twitch username to it if you want, and then save these as your default settings for all future stuff. And then it's gonna do its thing. It's gonna render. You can either download it or you can export it straight to YouTube. Super simple, super easy. You don't have a ton of customization options. For example, the username only looks like this and it only goes right there. And the two orientation options they give you, it's all you get. But I think the simplicity makes the process super easy and not intimidating for your first time user. And I think it was the right decision. There is one thing that I really feel like they needed, like they should have added this in. Like if I were to use this vertical clip editor, I would never upload straight to YouTube. I would always have to download it and do some minor edits first because this one thing's missing. They needed to give you some kind of trimming tool for the front and back end. When viewers clip stuff, they're never gonna fine tune the beginning and end, right where it starts and ends. So every time you upload to YouTube Shorts, you're gonna have this fluff on the beginning and this fluff on the end, and it's gonna kill your watch time, definitely kill your repeat time. And I just feel like adding a little trimming feature, which they already have in the highlight tool, would have been really easy. And there are some workarounds here. Like you can upload as a YouTube short unlisted and then go into your YouTube Creator Studio and then click on the short and then click edit the short and then go to the editor within there and then trim it inside there. But I mean, that's gonna add 5 to 10 minutes onto every single edit. And that doesn't sound like a lot, but if you're doing more than one a day or even just one a day, it's gonna get annoying. So I hope Twitch adds a trimmer to future versions. I think it'd be nice. But as for why I'm not upset that Twitch released this just a couple months after we released vertical, let me give you 3 reasons. First off, vertical's free. We don't make any money off this plugin, so it's not eating into our profits or anything. We have over 100,000 downloads now and nobody spent a single dollar on it. And I think that's pretty cool. Second reason, it's kind of flattering. Like my YouTube channel is meant to be a resource for streamers and I do my best to be an authority on the streaming space. So when Twitch does this and they copy exactly what I do, it helps push that narrative and establish me as that authority. Whether or not I deserve that title is up for debate. You're not gonna see me arguing that, but it doesn't hurt the channel. But reason number 3, and definitely the most important reason, it's kind of weird. It actually helps the plugin. Let me explain some weird like back-end business that goes on with weird stuff like this. In early 2020, I released Stream Beats, which was copyright-free music for streamers. And I released it right before that first massive DMCA wave. Was it coincidence? You'll never know. But it very quickly became the #1 music library that was safe for streamers, and it still is today. When Twitch announced their version, Soundtrack, I got a lot of tweets from people asking if I was worried. And like, if I'm being honest with you, I was a little bit. But I had an optimistic thought, and what I hoped would happen actually ended up happening. Soundtrack was really bad. You couldn't pick the song you were listening to. Some of the music was really bad. Some streamers still got DMCA strikes, which is crazy. And I mean, we all remember this. Classic. What Soundtrack ended up doing was increasing the awareness among streamers that they needed to be listening to copyright-free music. And so then when a lot of streamers tested out Soundtrack and realized it was awful, and there was a better version that was also free, aka Streambeats, a lot of them went to start using Streambeats. My listeners actually went up after Soundtrack was released. Hey, Future Harris here. Just found out today that apparently Twitch Soundtrack is shutting down. So, thought that was interesting and relevant. Carry on. Now the vertical situation is a lot different because Twitch's vertical editor is actually pretty good, but the vertical plugin gives you a lot more option and is better in a lot of different ways. For example, you have a lot more customization in your layout since it's built into OBS. You don't need to edit every clip, you just set it up once and then you hit a hotkey and OBS makes a vertical version for you. This also means you don't have to sift through a bajillion clips after every stream, and because it's done right in OBS, the quality is way higher since it hasn't gone through Twitch's compression yet. So what this kind of solution ends up doing, like what Twitch's vertical editor ends up doing, is it introduces a lot of streamers to making vertical content. You try it out, you upload a couple TikToks, and then the first person comes into your stream that says, hey, I found you from your TikToks, and it feels really good. And you're like, oh, I need to start making a lot more of these. And then you find the vertical plugin that makes the process easier, faster, and looks better. Twitch's new editor ends up being like a gateway drug to our thing, which is really cool. And also something really important for you, we've put a ton of time and effort into optimizing our plugin to make sure that it can run on almost any level PC. And we've done a really good job. Like, we've run this on very low level PCs, but there are always gonna be streamers on lower level PCs that can't run Warzone and 2 instances of encoding at the same time. It's just the way it is. Twitch's new vertical editor is great, and it provides another great option for those streamers who deserve to be able to make vertical content. So this seems like a win all around in my book, even though it's technically my competition. So I'm really happy about that. If you haven't seen the vertical plugin, you don't know what I'm talking about, and you wanna learn more about how to do that, I'm gonna link to it. It's over whatever the video, this side, I never remember which side, but it's over there. Go check it out. And as always, happy streaming.